there friends, my name's Kallie Branciforte and I'm a mom of two, and since becoming a mom I have learned some little hacks and tricks that have saved me a lot of time and a lot of my sanity. And I figure if you're watching this you're probably a parent, which means you could probably also save some time and some sanity, so let me share them with you. To quickly just address, if you're wondering why the heck this woman is filming a video in her car, we're currently doing a huge renovation on my house. And turns out renovations are very, very noisy. So we found a quiet spot in a back parking lot. I got myself a little coffee and we're filming a video, which also, if you're a parent, can we all agree that sitting in a parking lot that's quiet with a coffee by ourselves, that's like vacation. Alright, let's jump into these hacks. Hack number one is socks don't belong in your dresser. Instead, you should be storing your kids' socks by your back door or whatever door you go in and out of. You should be storing those socks there with your kids' shoes. I can't tell you how many times I've had to run back upstairs to get socks because we were downstairs trying to put on shoes and we didn't have the socks for the shoes. I'm just telling you, take your socks and find a place to store them by your shoes. It just makes sense. Hack number two is to get rid of all the boxes for your board games, for your puzzles, because let me tell you something about these boxes. They might seem like a good vestibule. Is vestibule the word that I'm looking for? I'm trying to say container. What is a vestibule? I feel like that's not the right word. Hold on. A hall or lobby next to an outer door of a building. Yeah, I didn't mean a vestibule. Let's see if I can find the word I'm looking for. Vessel. Wow, it's not even close. Vestibule. Where did I make those two come together? Anyways, it may seem that a box is a good vessel for your puzzles and your board games, but let me let you in on a little secret. One, they're not all the same size, so you're trying to stack them, you're trying to store them, they're just like toppling over and falling apart. Not to mention, those corners are going to break. You know they're going to break. It's just actually not the right vessel for said puzzles and board games. I recently moved all of our puzzles and all of our board games into these mesh bags. I'm going to link the ones that I got down below. You can get them in various sizes. All the pieces go right inside, and then if you need to, you can take the top off of the box and store it with the puzzle if you need the picture or the instructions or whatever. And then I stored them all in these container store bins. Now everything's in a nice, cohesive, organized bag. You can easily sift through them and see the ones that you want. It's so much easier to keep them organized, so much easier to see them. I don't have breaking boxes. I don't have boxes tumbling over. Okay, hack number three is to get yourself a washable mattress for the crib, because we all know about the yuck that happens in cribs. And I'm also wondering, did I just kind of blow your mind a little bit when I said a washable mattress? If you're like, whoa, 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 Kallie, back up to the washable mattress part. I also didn't know that there was such thing as washable mattresses, but it turns out that there is. Newton Baby makes a washable mattress for cribs, and they are cool enough to sponsor today's video. So let me show you about the washable crib mattress. So yes, Newton Baby makes a mattress that is 100% the only washable crib mattress on the market. This mattress has two outer layers. They just unzip, they come right off. You can put these in the wash. And then the inside core is made with the same material that yogurt cups are made of. And you can just throw this into the tub and give it a good rinse. So having a washable mattress not only means that you can just keep it clean from like everyday wear and tear and mess, but you could even pass it down from child to child, which I love because you need so much stuff for kids and babies. It's really nice to be able to use the same products for multiple children or to be able to pass it down. And the other thing I love is when you're finally done with this mattress, it's 100% recyclable. And along with being washable, it's also 100% breathable. Like you can actually breathe right through the mattress, allowing air to flow freely and have better breathability and temperature regulation for your baby. So right now you can get $50 off your Newton Crib mattress plus free shipping by using the link and code in my description box down below. You can also try 100 nights of sleep on a Newton Baby. If you're not happy, Newton will offer free returns. Okay, my next hack is sort of going back to like the puzzle hack, but in general, I like taking all of my kids' toys and moving them out of like the boxes and the containers they come with. For a while I kept them in these containers because I thought that would be better for organization. But again, like the puzzle and the board game issue, all of these boxes and bags and like containers that the toys come in are all different shapes and sizes, and so it doesn't really make for good, cohesive, easy organizing. I actually just did a huge organize of my kids' toys because I had not touched any of my kids' stuff since before my second baby was born, and things had just piled up and they were a big mess. And I took all of the stuff that we decided to keep and I moved them all into bins that were matching. And so now what happens is all of these bins are able to be stored super cohesively. They stack on top of one another. They can all take up the same size on a shelf. It's just way easier than trying to keep things in all of the different bins they come in. You have circle bins and square bins and little bins and small bins, and now everything's in the same shape size bin. It just makes keeping these toys so much easier. Since I've done this, we use these toys way more. We rotate these toys out way more because it's just so much easier to see them and to access them. All right, my next hack is to get yourself a little bin that you keep either in the playroom or like in the main living room of your like living area of your house, and you're going to call it the random pieces bin. And what this is going to be is when you find a piece that belongs to one of your kids' toys, you don't know exactly, you know you have the toy that it belongs to or the game that it belongs to, but you don't know exactly where it is. Maybe you don't have it out right now. You put it in the random pieces bin. And then that way, next time you do a toy rotation or you go down to organize the kids' toys or whatever, you take the random pieces bin with you and you can put all of those things back where they go. There's something about kids' toys that a lot of them just have little pieces, and as good as you can be about keeping your kids' toys minimal, about keeping them organized, you're going to end up vacuuming one day and like finding some piece that goes to some board game. You throw it in the random pieces bin, and then once a month or whatever, you return those random pieces back to where they belong. All right, this next hack is for mealtime, specifically if you're trying to get out the door. Now, on the days that my kids go to daycare, I always get them dressed before we come downstairs. So we wake up, we get dressed, we come downstairs, we have breakfast, we leave for daycare. Now, if you know anything about getting your kids dressed and then feeding them, there's a very good chance that like food is going to end up on your kids' shirts. And when they're really little, sure, you can put bibs on them. My 3-year-old is not going to let me put a bib on him. But here's a little trick. If you ever need to get out the door, but you're also going to feed your kid, turn their shirt around, okay? This way, if there's like a little spill, some peanut butter gets on it, whatever, when they're done eating, you can flip their shirt back around. Sure, now there's going to be like a little bit of peanut butter on the back of their shirt, but it just looks a little cleaner. It looks a little bit nicer. The smear isn't going right down the front. All right, next hack is more for people with really young children, but if you have a baby, you've had a baby, you maybe have used a baby wrap, used the boba wrap. There's all sorts of wraps. These things are great. I love them. Both of my children really liked them, but they're a pain in the butt to store. And if you're like me, you probably just kind of like rolled them up and like shoved them in a closet somewhere, which wasn't all that effective. Finally learned a really easy hack for this, so that you can easily hang your boba wrap in a nice, neat method. So what you're going to do is find the center of your boba wrap. You're going to fold it over your wrist, and then you're going to take your hand and you're going to grab what's sort of hanging down the bottom and pull it through this loop that's now over your wrist. Then you're going to just kind of repeat this process. So stick your hand through this new loop that you've created so it's over your wrist. Take your hand, grab the excess that is hanging, and pull it through. You're going to do this probably 4 to 7 times. I don't know, I didn't count. But essentially what you're doing is kind of like creating this simple little knot for your boba wrap or whatever wrap you're using, and now you can easily hang it, you can store it. It's not just this big, huge mess. I did not know how to do this with my first baby, and it was such a game changer with baby number 2 for just keeping that wrap from just like hanging all over the place and making a big mess. Okay, next hack, let's take a look at the wallet that I have. I spent a lot of time perfecting my wallet key situation, okay? Also, I just want to say there's not usually this many keys on my wallet, but during the renovation, my husband kind of like added extra keys to here, whatever. You want to get yourself something that is a wallet, keychain, and wristlet all in one. When you're a parent, especially with little kids, you can't always spare a whole hand to be holding a wallet and to be holding a phone and to be holding your keys. Not to mention, the last thing you need to do is have to worry about remembering more things. So when your keys and your wallet are together, they're together as one. Now you only have to remember one thing, and you want to get a wristlet that's big enough so that the phone can fit inside. So then all are together. Keys are together, wallet is together, all fits on your wrist. Hands-free. I'll link the brand that I use down below because I love them. Okay, next hack is for folding your kids' clothes. I've talked about this hack a bunch of times, but I'm going to share it with you because it is the best way to fold your kids' clothes. It's super, super simple. You're going to flip the shirt so that the back is facing up. You're going to fold both arms in, and then you're going to fold up once, fold up a second time, and then you want to store all of the shirts vertically in your kid's dresser. This way you can see all of the shirts at once. This is also how I store all my shirts as an adult as well. It's not just for kids. But this is so much easier. Great when your kids start to get to the age where they can pick out their own clothes as well, because they're not ripping everything out looking for like the shirt that has the buffalo on it or whatever. They can see all of their shirts all at once. Okay, another product, I have shared this and I think in Amazon favorites before, but this is the Chumy Tops. If you ever feed your kid any of the squeeze pouches, the yogurt pouches, the fruit puree pouches, the veggie pouches, whatever, you know that when you go to give that kid the pouch, their first thing they're going to do is take it and squeeze it, right? And it's going to go everywhere. If you feed your kid pouches, you have had pouch disasters before. Hopefully it wasn't in a car seat or stroller. I've done it. It is messy. Chumy Tops solve that problem. They're universal tops that clip onto basically every single type of little squeeze pouch. And they have a kind of like top where your kid has to slightly bite down on it in order for the puree to come out. If they're not biting down slightly on it, they just squeeze it, the puree cannot come out the top. It's going to save you from all sorts of messes. All right, my friends, that does it for this video. Again, don't forget to check out the link in my description for Newton Baby Mattress and use the code to get $50 off your Newton Crib mattress plus free shipping. And you get to try 100 nights of sleep with Newton Baby. If you're not happy, they will offer free returns. Again, Newton Baby is the only crib mattress that is 100% washable, which means not only going to save you time and hassle, but it's also probably going to save you money because you can pass it down from kid to kid. It is also 100% breathable. So again, link in my description box down below. Try the mattress for 100 nights. If you don't like it, they'll take it back totally free. Now, just so you know, when you click the link in my description box down below to get the $50 off, there's going to be like a pop-up that's going to come up and it's going to prompt you to put your email in. That's how you get the $50 off if you want to try out the Newton Baby Crib Mattress. As always, thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I'm going to get out of this random back parking lot and see you all in my next video.